Today we're talking with Father Gerry, and the first question is, what does being a missionary mean to you?
Being a missionary means going forth, leaving your comfort zone. We heard the commandment, you should love the Lord your God with all your mind, and all your heart, and all your soul. And then that second part, love your neighbor as yourself. So we want a good relationship with God, but also we have to put it into practice. And that is what the missionary effort is all about. And Pope Francis is our greatest proponent for mission right now. Let me just read what he says about himself. He says, I am a mission on this earth. That is the reason why I'm here in this world. We have to regard ourselves as sealed, even branded by this mission of bringing light, blessing, enlivening, raising up, healing, and freeing. And Pope Francis uses this great image of the field hospital. He says we have to get more proximity, more closeness. We have to be like a field hospital after battle to heal the wounds and start from the ground up. So that field hospital is so important as an image that we don't stay in our own comfort zone, but we're going forth. We're going where the needs are. And being missionary means reaching out to the poor, the marginated, the forgotten, the abandoned. And he's so strong on this, constantly saying we have to go to those most in need. And he is so emphatic about this, even in his own life. One of the first things he did when he was elected as Pope, when he heard about the refugees dying there on the coast, he left Rome and went down to console the relatives and the friends of those who had died. He was always concerned about the forgotten. And then on Holy Thursday of his first pontificate, he went to the jail and washed the feet of the drug addicts to show that they had value, that they were worth something, and that he was at their service. And we saw it when he was driving his car in Rome. So the man with the withered face, he stopped the car, got out and kissed the man with the withered face to show that he had human dignity, that he was worthwhile in the eyes of God. And so that's what being missionary is. It's going forth, leaving our prepared lives and being open to something new, something different. But it's always reaching out to the most forgotten. And so Pope Francis is a great example of that. So being missionary, I think we could sum it up in saying, going forth, reaching out, touching the poor, and healing them.
And question 2, what advice would you give a young person about living a life in mission once they've been confirmed?
Well, confirmation is that seal that we receive that God is with us. God is present in our lives. God will never abandon us, never forget us. And I think we bring that whole attitude to everything we do. It's, I work with a lot of mission groups, and what our big emphasis is that reach out, enter into relationships with people. You're just not there to do a service, but you really enter into their lives. So once you're confirmed, you're called and sent. And so, there's so many people close to you who need a word of comfort, to someone who's down to pick them up, to walk with them when they're going through times of difficulty. That's how you can implement your missionary vocation after your confirmation. But one of my favorite people here, and I'll show it to you, Greta Thunberg there, she 16 years old, and she saw the great need for transforming our world. And so she could have stayed back in her homeland and continued her schooling, but she reached out. She called on other youth, traveled here to the States to promote preserving the climate. And that's one of our obligations in today's world, that create a healthier world. So as much as we can become involved in controlling the climate and preserving our environment for the next generations to come after us, that is important. And you know, I go in a lot of mission groups with young people down to Eagle Pass, Texas. And you know, this 2 years ago I was down there with a group, and during the luncheon break there was a man there from Salvador with a 6-year-old son. They were seeking asylum, so they were staying at the parish hall, so I invited them to come over and speak to the group. And they explained about their difficult situation and that they left with just the clothes on their back. Well, you know, these young people, they took up a little collection, went to Walmart and bought the man and his son some clothes and shoes so that they could continue on their journey. I think they really captured that message of what it means to be missionary and to put it into practice. And there's so many other possibilities that we can become involved in. And it's to love your neighbor as yourself. And I think that that's what we're all called to do. So I go in so many mission groups, and they all come back transformed. So I think when we reach out, serve other people, enter into relationships, we grow in our own understanding of ourselves and who God is, and then we live that out. So I think to live your confirmation, you reach out, touch other people, and assure them that God loves them and that God cares for them. And we are the spokespersons for God in this effort. So God bless all of you as you continue on implementing your confirmation and living it out to the full. And God will bless you for all of your efforts.